Hey, welcome back to Still Whiskey. My name's Rich.
I'm Vince.
I'm Devin.
I don't know why that's funny, but today we've got RD1.
RD1.
Double finished in oak and maple barrels. It's gonna be mapley.
Mapley.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's Maybelline.
Let's find out.
Maybe it's Mapley. What is
RD2.
Yes.
R2D2.
R2D2.
So here we are. What did you say? RD1 registered distillery 1. That's what it stands for. Yes,
They're the very first.
registered distillery 1.
They're the very first registered distillery ever. There you go.
In namesake, I don't believe they're actually the one.
In the world.
But this one is finished twice, double finished in oak and maple barrels. Out of Kentucky, I think it's about 4 years old. It is coming in at $80 for this pour. I've actually been excited about this for quite a while.
Man,
when I bought this, I bought two.
Holy
I bought
moly.
really.
Yeah, that.
When I bought this, I got the maple and I got the amberana. We're gonna test that as well. But quite excited because I've heard really good things, which is interesting because I actually haven't heard very much about their standard bourbon or their standard rye, but I've heard really good things.
Yeah.
Aunt Jemima.
Oh my goodness!
What?
Aunt Jemima.
I don't think you can call her that.
Aunt Jemima, man. You remember Aunt Jemima?
The maple syrup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the first thing I got from the cork was, so I have the Angel's Envy finished rye.
Yeah.
That where it's smells mapley, right?
Pancakes. Yeah.
Holy cow.
It's interesting though, like I got it more off the cork than I do.
So this.
I had that same experience, and then after I mixed it around a bunch,
You just gotta stuff the nose in there and.
yeah, you just really gotta get into it.
Is that your stuff in the nose in face?
Yeah.
So this.
This is so mapley. I hope it's not too sweet. Like it might
on
be
the palate. It might be,
But
but
if
I've
it is
got,
sweet,
Wait a
that's
minute.
okay.
I've got optimism here, and here's why.
Optimus Prime.
Who are you? Anyway, so in my mind,
He's Vince.
if this was a maple, oh my gosh, forgive them.
He's Canadian.
In my mind, if this was a maple flavored whiskey,
Right.
then I would agree with you.
yeah.
But this is
But it
not.
smells
this
almost
is,
like it's going to
This
be.
is
Yeah,
Who
finished.
has the maple flavored whiskey?
I do. I have a maple flavored whiskey.
Yeah, who's it by? Whiskey distillery.
Oh, they're the same people that did the root beer. Rebel Stoke, I think. Isn't that right?
I thought there was a different one, but yeah.
Anyway, but my point is that flavored whiskeys often come back way too sweet, but this is finished in oak and maple barrels, and so I'm more optimistic that it's actually going to be.
So when I was a kid,
Yeah.
I would literally drink so much syrup. I would go into the cabinet and just drink syrup, and then when we'd go out to
Did it stunt your growth?
yes, and after church, we would always go to this restaurant called Frontier Pies, and I would get pancakes, and I would get tons of the like sweet butter, and then the pancake or the
How are you so
syrup.
alive?
I know, and the syrup would be even with the plate. You know how the plate kind of comes up? It's
Oh
like
my
swimming in there, and on the nose. That's
Yeah.
that's what this.
Yeah,
is
so
like-
they say this is their Kentucky straight bourbon with maple syrup, steeped oak.
Right. But that's different than, hey, we've put flavorings in
no.
it.
Yeah.
No, I know, but I'm just saying it is such a strong
On the nose,
smell.
it is wild.
All right,
Can you
time
imagine
to try
this
it.
over ice cream? So yeah, getting notes of maple. Definitely getting notes of maple on the nose.
Dang. That's very sweet.
It's interesting. So the finished rye that I have from Angel's Envy, it's definitely more that pancakey, buttery
I agree.
piece. This Eggo waffles with syrup on it.
Yes.
It's not the full like rye, like bready you get from the pancakes. Like it's just,
With the
but
spice. Yeah.
but it's more like it's the toasted Eggos. You put in the toaster, just got them out, put some butter on
I
it,
couldn't agree more.
put the syrup on there. Like
This.
I couldn't agree more.
Here's what I'll say. On the
Wow.
nose, I was like, oh my gosh, this is almost overbearing.
Yeah.
But on the palate, it comes through way softer.
yeah,
And which I actually like.
the finish
better.
is crazy. That it just sits there.
It would be fun to do like a
Golly.
breakfast for dinner and have this at the end.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
This is amazing. I like
Because that's
this.
how I always felt with the Angel's Envy finished rye, is that was my dessert
Yeah.
whiskey, right? Like, because if I want something sweet, like when I was trying to not eat a whole lot of sweets, whatever, I'd go for that because it gave that same sensation.
Yes.
All that. This,
Wow.
it is more buttery
Yep.
than the rye on the other
agree.
one, which is like more
I
of the
agree.
bready.
Yep, I agree.
And but with that maple, it's like, yeah, that's good.
Remember when we reviewed that stag? I forget which
Yeah,
batch?
the McGriddle one.
McGriddle one. This makes that seem like it had no maple taste at all
Oh.
because of how much maple this has.
McGriddle in a bottle, that stuff was delicious. If
was.
you haven't seen that, you should go check that out.
Yeah.
But yes, you're right.
I will
This
say,
is
like-
99.9 proof.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know that. This is delicious.
Yeah, I don't know how much I'd be able to drink.
Not very much.
Yeah,
No.
it's like a
More than I thought I was
nightcap.
going to be able to drink
From
on the
smelling it?
nose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
For sure.
The more I'm drinking though, the more it's sitting like
Sure. It does linger
Yeah.
quite a while. Good mouth coat. I like the proof.
I feel like I'm already good with how much I've drank, and
Really?
I drank like a
Yeah.
half an ounce maybe,
Right. Yeah, you definitely.
which I gave Rich like almost a full ounce.
Yeah, you.
yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I had a little bit more than I. Do you want some?
No, I'm good.
yeah, you do.
I definitely.
Put it in Rich's.
It's not very often.
What do you? Why is that happening right now? Oh my gosh.
So,
dripping.
I will say it would be interesting to have this mixed in, like put a little bit, get some syrup, put a little bit of this in it, mix it together, and then put that on.
Oh, I think French toast.
Boozy pancakes.
Boozy.
I think French toast with the syrup kind of pouring over the sides. I think this is actually very good. It's way better than any of the flavored whiskeys I think I
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's not flavored whiskey.
That's my point.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to draw
but
a
it is-
distinction.
But it is as close to
Yeah.
a flavored whiskey that you
Yeah.
that you could get. I feel like.
I do like that it's different than the finished rye, because I was going to compare it to those two, because that's my
I
closest
really
thing to
like the proof point.
like that type of taste.
All
This the bourbon is great.
Let's grade it.
warm
Let's
hug
grade
on
it.
that too.
All right.
I like this. I do.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead. You start.
Let's see. So in terms of experience, I actually like this. I like the proof point. I like the mouth coat. It's warm. It's. Do you know what? Actually, this is like a late fall pour. I think this is a late fall. Enjoy that winter warmer kind of sweater weather type pour. It's delicious. I think it's a B minus. I'd say it's a B minus because it's so different. Why is that funny? Why are you laughing?
This thing is great. It's a winter. Be nice.
Yeah, but that's because I'm comparing it to all of my flavored whiskeys that I never drink.
Yeah.
This I would drink.
I know. It was just a
it's
lot
not
of
a
build up.
flavored
It was a lot
whiskey.
of build up to. Yeah,
It's not a flavored whiskey.
It's a bourbon.
So
Right. That's great.
I am giving it a C plus, and not a B minus,
Which
but
is
a
the
C
same.
plus. No, it's not. Not in this case. In this case, it's closer to a C than it is a B.
Okay. We're talking experience ratings only.
Experience ratings only. I like it. I think to Devin's point, like I'm only going to have a very small amount because
pour.
it's too sweet. It is
Nightcap.
too sweet for me.
Yeah.
Did you say that nightcap?
I like
Yeah.
the idea if you're trying to like avoid, if you're like, I would want to go in and just dive into some cake,
Yeah.
but you know you shouldn't, maybe pour yourself
Yeah.
some of this
Oh,
instead.
great idea. Great idea.
Yeah. So for me, experience-wise, it's good. I do like my Angel's Envy finished rye a little bit more, just
than
because this one is actually like maple syrup, like steeped things, where that one is just finished in rum casks, right?
Okay.
So that's how it's pulling its sweetness. And so that one I could definitely drink more of than this. So I'd probably put this just at a flat C.
I think your nightcap point is right on the mark. Like
Oh, yeah.
kind of like how I think about the dark rye from
Yeah.
Basil Hayden's. I don't reach for that, but for
Yeah.
no, I'm gonna have one more sip before I.
This
go
is
back.
so much sweeter than that though.
Yes, yeah, but I'm saying it's
just to be clear.
It's.
I think for
it's
people that
kind
are
of space.
people that are coming away from the flavored whiskeys or the shots,
Oh.
things like that, you go to something like this. It gets them into a nicer proof.
Yep.
Still get
Better product.
the bourbon
than a
inside,
flavored
but
whiskey.
yeah.
What about value? 80 bucks.
That's a C.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I think a C is
No
a good
question,
one there.
no
Like, I was thinking maybe C minus. Like, now I've had like, because this is how like this is gonna stay that.
Yep, it's gonna stay
Right,
that way
for
for
a
a while.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'd say like it was nice to try. I didn't buy it, so even nicer to try. But yeah, so like I'm gonna say C-. Like,
Okay.
just like it's one of those ones where
It
it's
is
like
$80.
it was nice to have, but like it was like, was it really?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
How about you?
I think
C-. It's interesting because I was actually going to go lower, like a D plus, C-, but because of the proof, I'm actually going to go up probably C. I don't think I would buy this again.
Yeah.
But I would go, you know what? I'm not mad that I spent
Yeah,
$80
no.
on this just this one time.
It's a nice one to have on the shelf.
And so,
Yeah,
nice one for your friends.
Here's the other thing is, when people come over that are not generally that into whiskey, or
Yep.
you know, for example, a lot of our female friends or wives that aren't really into whiskey, my wife might drink this.
Maybe.
For sure. Given how much she liked the Broken Barrel, she might drink this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Hey.
either way, it is still whiskey.
It is.
Yes.
It is that. Like, comment, subscribe. We know there's people watching this that aren't subscribed, and it's okay. We still love you.
No shame.
But if you want to click the button, it's an easy click.
Yeah.
Or, no, not a click. Just a click.
Yeah, just one.
Yeah, one click.
Just one.
Yeah, don't need to unsubscribe after you subscribe. But click that button because we want to do more of these. We have lots of cool bottles coming up. Like, you don't want to miss it, and that's the best way to find it out.
Should do Amberana.
Oh, Umbrella would be good. Yeah. Anyways,
We love you. Bye.
Bye.